Hey, what's up guys? It's Cody. We're about to get into a reaction video for Project Ascension's new Season 10 release. Had no idea this was going to drop today. I opened my YouTube and boom, it was just right there. So let's get right into it. All right. Everyone receives a Master War Chest bundle and Vanity Sync for free.
Welcome.
Oh, let's go.
To the beginning of your greatest adventure.
Oh my God.
A realm of possibility, a festival of creativity, a celebration, a culmination of every adventure we've had together over the past 10 years. Magic ripples out across Azeroth, bringing everything Ascension has ever created into a single massive season. Now is the time to ignite your imagination, to forge classless heroes and archetypes that you've never been able to before, to create what you want to, and play the way you want with simple, foundational synergies that let you finally build your hero the way you were always meant to. Take what you forge and set off into the most complete,
build your hero. Oh, classless. Okay, we're watching class. Okay, I'm reining this in, but this is still amazing.
Exciting Azeroth ever created. Expanded beyond anything you've yet seen. Face new dangers.
Wait, have y'all played the classless? I haven't played the classless version yet. Is it like, do you pick any ability? Like, what's the
delve into new perils and confront colossal threats?
Dude, these NPCs
while
are
creating something uniquely yours. Come together with thousands of other players. Make new allies and friends, and experiment with extraordinary new features. Enjoy Ascension to the fullest as we leap into what comes.
What is happening, dude? This is Rainbow Road. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I'm sold. I'm sold. I'm sold.
Enjoy what's next and prepare for what awaits us just over the horizon. Welcome to the final chapter of this extraordinary journey. Welcome to Season 10.
My God.
Season 10 is a massive adventure where everyone comes together to enjoy everything Ascension has ever created. A season that integrates everything from all of Ascension's other realms into the ultimate classless adventure. While at the same time exploring some of the biggest new updates of all time. You'll have the choice to play on 2 independent seasonal realms.
Hold on.
The free pick realm Dawnrise or the wild card realm Dark Moon. On Dawnrise, you'll explore an entire...
What is this tree, dude? What is this tree?
New version of free pick, fusing classes together to create your ultimate hero. On Wildcard, you'll roll random abilities and talents, keep the spells you like, and re-roll the ones you don't to forge a completely unique build.
That is so epic.
Forge archetypes you've always dreamed about, but that were never possible before with the Class Fusion update, where you'll wield new multi-school spells to trigger unlocked talents and abilities restored to their full
real
power.
quick, I am I've just been paying Blizzard for all of my play. So I have no idea. Really, I'm a private server noob. I really have no idea what already exists in Ascension. My first time in Ascension was COA, Conquest of Azeroth, with like the 21 new classes. This is blowing my mind right now. I
choose the new path of duality to support hundreds of new hybrid archetypes, all brought together in a brand new character advancement UI. And that's just the beginning.
This is like my dream.
Your creations with unstoppable Death Knight spells and talents. Explore hundreds of Conquest of Azeroth abilities added to Classless.
Oh my gosh, let's go. Holy shit.
The brand new power you've been exploring on COA. Take what you create into a further expanded Azeroth. Discover a completely new zone, the Pale Reach. Handcrafted with new danger and excitement to explore. Experience the massive Azar Fair on a whole new island filled with mysteries. all while adventuring in an Azeroth that keeps building on everything introduced in Warcraft
I can't get over the
Reborn
talent tree.
and Conquest of Azeroth. Set off into further expanded towns and cities. Discover new points of interest, aid new NPCs, and immerse yourself in new quests and storylines.
Wow, dude.
When you're strong enough, you'll delve into new dungeons and challenge the most savage foes Azeroth can offer, both those you know and those you don't. Now is the time to set your creativity free, to forge a completely unique build that no one else has ever had or ever will.
Okay, let me pause. It keeps bringing this thing into my mind of like playing with a deck of cards. I don't know if you've ever played Magic the Gathering, but I was a huge Magic the Gathering nerd. I loved playing Arena when Arena came out, or MTGO. I didn't play too much MTGO because I got into Magic around like when Arena was popping off. So, but like when you play Arena and you've got like your own deck of 60 cards, right? Or was it 100? No, it's like if you're playing Commander at Singleton, and I think now I'm forgetting, is it 40 or 60? I'm pretty sure it's 60. But anyway, you have a deck of cards. Each card's unique if you want it to be, or you can have like 3 to 4, versions of that same card, right? Like that is what I feel like this is. You reach into your backpack and you pull out a fresh deck of cards. Like I feel like WoW in general, like you're just playing with like the same deck every single time, dude. I don't know what respecking is like, so there might be a whole bunch of. I have a lot of questions, but I love where this is going.
Sail with us to brand new horizons. Off the eastern coast of Kalimdor lies the ancient Dawnrise Island, a haven for the ancient
Is this new?
trolls. Their old ruins and ritual sites now lay buried beneath a fresh coat of brightly colored flags and big top tents. The resourceful goblins of the Azar archipelago have transformed Dawnrise Island into a massive carnival, aiming to top the success of Silas Darkmoon's Darkmoon Fair. Because sometimes you want to kick back on the beach, relax, and have a little fun. Play wild games, compete with your friends in crazy challenges, explore totally new places, and win awesome prizes to show off your skill. Welcome to the Azar Fair.
Wow.
Dawnrise Isle is a brand new island rich with adventure. A completely new zone filled with new places to explore, new enemies to fight, and new quests to complete. Beyond the lively central tents, your adventure will take you from remote mountaintop temples to perilous jungles as you uncover the island's hidden secrets. But the island's outskirts are just the beginning. At the center, you'll experience the brand new Azar Fair. The Azar Fair is the crown jewel of Dawnrise, a carnival filled with quests, minigames, and prizes for you. Race to the top of over 12 puzzles in vertical ascent, where you'll need speed and precision to jump faster than your friends and get further than anyone else.
This is like Final Fantasy.
Speed your way
with the jumping
through
puzzles.
Rainbow Race, competing with others in a fast-paced kart race where you'll pick up items to sabotage other players and earn first place. Team up with friends to protect your cannons in Duck Hunt, blasting birds, frogs, and other dangers to rack up points before your cannons are destroyed. Dodge waves of deadly Danmaku in Bullet Romper, where you'll dip, dive, duck, and dodge hundreds of deadly bullets while blasting away at a boss.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Avoid the gaze of darkness in Shadow Eye, saving allies when they're trapped in darkness, and collecting crystals of life to stave off the shadows.
Are these all mini games for the fair? These are all mini games for the fair.
The most adorable creatures in Azeroth with Wonka, where you'll steal cuddly creatures from enemies to rack up the most rescued Wonkas
This is wild.
for yourself. And if you can't have them,
my gosh.
no one can. The Azar Fair is your place to have fun. Collect tickets, amass reputation, and obtain awesome prizes as you play and have fun with the entire Ascension community. But Dawnrise Isle is only the first of the brand new places you'll discover. North of Stormwind lies the towering mountain range known as the Pale Reach, a lonely
Yeah,
climb
dude.
between the foothills of
This
Elwyn
must be the
Forest
new
and the
zone.
mountain kingdom of Dunmoreau.
Pale Reach.
In ancient times, this region served as the bridge between Ironforge and Stormwind, connecting
Or maybe
the two
not.
kingdoms
Has this
through a
always been there?
massive road. Yet trouble now brews in the mountain's peaks as the Frostmane trolls ravage the King's Road, halting communications between the humans of Grey Sky and the dwarves of Dun Kazad. It's up to you to scale the mountainside and confront the emerging danger. This sprawling
I
zone
love just the one
explores
shoulder. So
verticality,
good.
giving you both massive mountain peaks to climb and deep caverns to explore. As you discover the Reach's secrets,
Yes.
you'll find hundreds of new quests, new dangers and
200
creatures to
new
defeat,
quests.
new mini-bosses, new stories to engage with, and new lore that builds upon Azeroth's existing narrative. Arm yourselves and set out for the Pale Reach to see what new adventures await.
Wow. Wow,
Whether you're
dude.
choosing spells and talents in an all-new version of Free Pick, or
Wait, I gotta go back there real quick.
whether you're choosing spells and talents
It's just so good, dude. What? I love this version of it. I don't know exactly how it works, to be honest. But you can pick any class and you just choose the talents. Does it matter of the order? Like, do you have to choose like ones you don't want to get to the ones that you do? Do they cost more? I'm developing a game and I'm thinking about this sort of stuff, and I feel like they're just nailing it out the box.
in an all-new version of Free Pick, or rolling the dice in Wildcard. Classless WoW has always been about forging your fantasy hero, mixing and matching abilities and talents to create your ultimate archetype. In Season 10, everything that wasn't possible before is possible now. The Class Fusion update brings 3 massive changes to make sure any cross-class combination you want to build has baseline foundational synergy without bloated mystic enchantments, by making sure that abilities, talents, proc effects, and more work together at their core from the very beginning
how are they
across
balancing
multiple
this?
classes and specs. Multi-school spells are thematic versions of melee and ranged abilities that deal both elemental and physical damage. The elemental damage will cut through armor, and the physical damage will cut through resistances. On top of that, multi-school spells always benefit from talents that improve either damage type at the same time. For example, the new Cinder Strike, a version of Sinister Strike that deals both physical and fire damage.
Yes.
Since it deals both, it benefits from any talent that increases the damage of fire or physical abilities at all times.
Oh yeah, dude.
Additionally,
Good thought.
multi-school spells also proc both elemental and physical talents, unlocking the combos you need to play the build you want. Ignite can trigger from your Cinder Strike when it critically strikes. Hot Streak can absolutely proc from your Cinder Strike crits, letting you fling out Pyroblasts and finally play the Fire Rogue
You're just
you've
tearing them
always
up and
wanted.
then you get your
Multi-school
procs.
spells
Oh
bridge
my
the gap
gosh.
between unrelated specs by allowing a class's baseline abilities and talents to work together without any need for mystic enchantments at all. Play a
I'm
Holy
so-
Rogue with Paladin Seals, Dawn Strike, and Lightbreaker, a Thunder Cat with Volt Ripper, or a Frozen Warrior with Icy Slam triggering Frostbite and Shatter, all baseline just using spells and talents, without needing to rely on mystic enchantments. This
Wow.
is massively opening up Classless, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. The next step of the Class Fusion update opens up talents in multiple ways. Presence of Mind can now sling out any spell under a 10-second cast, not just mage spells. Hot Streak can proc from any fire damage, whether that's ranged, melee, or spell. Similarly, Sudden Death now allows any melee, ranged, or magic hit to allow the use of execution regardless of the target's health. Nature's Grace and Eradication, which used to allow Druid spellcasts and Corruption to increase your spell haste, now extends to ranged and melee haste as well. Backdraft now quickens the cast time of any Shadow and Fire spells when triggered. Maelstrom Weapon decreases the cast time of any Frost, Fire, or Nature spell. Both Fingers of Frost and Frostbite can trigger from any frost damage you deal.
Yeah.
And Shatter is now completely opened up so that any direct spell or ability against a frozen target has a massively increased chance to critically hit. These are just a few examples.
They're just going for it in every sense of the way. They're just leaning into it. The chaos of like doing everything. You know, you still have to pick. It seems. You know, you can't get everything, but you pick anything to create your deck of cards, your singular 60 out of the 1,000, you know, or however many thousand. Oh my gosh, dude.
Unlocked talents that put you in control of building your classless hero. As you experiment with all the new unlocked talents, you'll discover a world of new possibilities to imagine and explore. Now that you can seamlessly make an archetype that uses multi-school spells to proc opened up talents, you need a primary stat that supports those playstyles.
Right.
The Path of Duality weaves blade and spell together, supporting any hybrid archetype you can imagine right from level 1. Whether you want to be a strength-based Frost Warrior, an agility-focused Arcane Rogue, a lethal Shadow Archer, or even a more unique build.
Hello, I am Peter Pan and I have a message for you. This here is one of my favorite books to read. It's called Solving the Unsolvable, written by no other than Cody Shane Mitchell himself. Please, buy the book on Amazon today. You can get it on the Kindle as well. Have happy reading. Bye for now.
Path of Duality ensures that you're getting the attack power, spell power, and critical strike you need to perform. Since all abilities on Ascension scale with both attack and spell power, you can use any combination of abilities you want. Every part of the Class Fusion update, multi-school spells, opened up talents and proc effects, and the new Path of Duality helps you build classless archetypes without needing bloated mystic enchantments. At its core, the Class Fusion update is a simple but colossal change that keeps simplicity where it needs to be and puts depth where it makes sense. But what about some of Azeroth's more iconic OG spells? Wind Fury Weapon, Wrecking Crew, Blink, Titan's Grip, Unending Fury, Honor Amongst Thieves, and so many more underwent nerfs over the years to keep them from being too strong. But in Season 10, these powerful spells don't need to be reined in. They can return to their former glory.
They're taking them away.
Wind Fury Weapon returns to its full power. Blink is restored to a powerful 15 seconds. Mana Restoration talents return to their full potency. Mortal Strike returns to 50% healing reduction. Honor Amongst Thieves once again triggers when anyone in your group critically strikes. Wrecking Crew has been opened up to cause any melee critical hit to enrage you for bonus damage. And talents like Unending Fury have been made more classless, with the extra parts of their effect now baked into the original spells.
Have I been under a rock? How much have they already been cooking in this space? I feel like they've already been doing so much. I just have not played this mode at all. Do you guys like this mode? Is this a solid mode already and they've just buffed it? Or is this kind of how it was and they've added a few things? It seems like they're adding a lot here to this Season 10. Let me know.
Puts these powerful original spells and talents back on top where they belong, letting you search for them to add significant strength and utility to your build. Additionally, even more spells and talents can reach their full power once again via talents. Beacon of Light, Shadow Form, Titan's Grip, Aspect of the Monkey, and more can all be restored to their original big power versions through rolling their specific talents. Now, when you go to create a build, you're not greeted by some watered-down version of Blink or Divine Shield. You'll have access to the powerful, potent spells you know and love. But if domination is your goal, you might be interested in raw, unrestrained power. The cold chill of the grave reaches your icy grip in Season 10. Death Knight abilities and talents are yours to wield. Harness the power of iconic spells like Death Grip, Obliterate, and Death and Decay, merging blood, death, and frost together in a gory display of unrestrained power as you forge your hero. Empower your build with talents like Black Ice, Necrosis, or Bloody Vengeance, unlocking strength for tons of different playstyles. Whether you're forging your own wild version of a Death Knight, or merely using a handful of these specific spells to augment your build, the possibilities are yours to explore. This is the first time ever on Ascension that Death Knight abilities are available for you to harness. So expect some powerful combos as the world experiments with the power of undeath. Cold Death beckons, heroes. The strength of Icecrown is now yours to command.
Oh my god.
But Frozen Death isn't the only new magic you can add to your arsenal in Season 10. Wield incredible strength, unlock wild new utility, and unleash effects that are just plain fun with Conquest of Azeroth spells in Classless. Use Koa spells on your free pick and wildcard heroes to add crazy game and flavor to your custom hero. Summon a Frostworm on your Shadow Archer, give your Fire Warrior Draconic Wings, or I don't know, choose the strongest shadow damage over time spells in the game from Warlock and Shadow Priest, and Cultist and Necromancer, and Mystic enchantments that got shattered in Season 9. Then get Shadow Form, dot up some poor bastard in PvP, then vanish into stealth while they flail around painfully trying to save themselves. Then demand their pants or else you'll do it again. With Koa spells and Classless, you have hundreds of new ways to make a truly unique archetype to forge whatever hero you want to play.
So they're including not just all the abilities from all the core classes, but all the classes from COA as well. That's what I'm hearing. That's incredible, dude. That's so incredible.
Explode foes with Gravity Bomb from the Chronomancer.
But what's respecking like? I'm just so curious, like, is it cost to respec? Is it expensive? I'm curious.
Close the distance between enemies with the Fellsworn's Chaos Rush, or toll the bell on enemies who think they're safe with Death's Due. Explore uncharted areas with the Runemaster's Scrying Orb, or root foes with the Stormbringer's Eye of the Storm. You might even experiment with additional sub-professions like bushcrafting from Ranger. You'll find Conquest of Azeroth spells differently depending on the realm you play on. In Free Pick, Koa spells arrive as mystic enchantments that teach you individual abilities when you equip them. Mix and match spells in this way to augment your Free Pick hero. Then, on Wildcard, you can roll Koa spells just like you would any other ability. You can also get lucky and find them as skill cards in sealed card packs. Season 10 is about unlimited creativity. Augment your hero, go absolutely crazy with customization, and forge a build you'll never forget with Conquest of Azeroth abilities in Classless. As you dive into the Class Fusion update and forge new archetypes with new multi-school, Conquest of Azeroth, and Death Knight spells on Season 10, you'll create heroes never seen before on Ascension. Season 10 will feature 2 independent realms, each with a different playstyle, so that you can build your hero in the way that you find most meaningful. The first realm, Dawnrise, features a new type of free pick with an entirely new system to sink your teeth into. The old ability gem limits are gone, replaced with a new essence system that lets you finally augment your hero with the strongest versions of iconic spells and talents. Here's how it works. Each ability and talent you choose gives you class points. Class points unlock more powerful abilities deeper in that class. Then, every talent point you use unlocks deeper talents in that specialization, while also making it easier to get to the bottom of future trees. By level 60, you'll be able to get to the bottom of 3 individual trees while still having a few points left over to put where you want.
Wow.
Now you can really put your theory crafting skills to the test as you imagine and build thousands of different archetypes.
Oh my.
What kinds of builds could you make with
Dude.
the 15% haste from Judgments of the Pure? Sculpting anything from a rapid-fire missile barrage arcane mage to a flurry of steel with combat rogue. Or the power of new multi-school spells combined with the shaman's dual-wield specialization and enhanced weapon mastery. You might find a way to make an unstoppable juggernaut with restored second wind and blood craze. The new free pick system is the foundation that allows all of your favorite skills and talents to be restored to max power, while at the same time giving you more ways than ever to build with new multi-school spells and the class fusion update. From the moment you begin your adventure, you'll use the 9 ability essences you start with to choose your favorite starting spells and immediately begin building your hero.
Dude.
Maybe you'll fuse warrior and mage into a spell sword, taking spells like Fire Blast, Slam, and Heroic Strike. Or maybe you'll grab a mix of spells from multiple classes, choosing Blood Strike, Steady Shot, Shadow Bolt, and Shadow Word Pain to start
So
building
epic.
towards the ultimate corruptive Dark Archer. As you blaze a trail through Azeroth, your choices naturally start fusing together as you find mystic scrolls that react to the spells you've chosen, becoming the multi-school abilities
What?
perfect for your build. When you find these scrolls, you'll apply them as mystic enchantments, giving you full control over the individual spells and talents you use to improve your build.
The
more you
immersion.
level, the more
The
ability and
immersion.
talent essences you'll collect. And the
Oh
more
my
you'll
gosh.
shape your hero throughout your adventure. Meanwhile, Darkmoon is a wildcard realm, where instead of choosing a class, you'll roll random abilities and talents as you play to forge a completely unique hero. On Wildcard, you're one of a kind, and your goal is to determine where and how you shine.
Oh man.
Start the game with 4 random abilities. Reroll them as many times as you like and set off. From level 10 onwards, you'll roll new abilities and talents as you level up, alternating between ability and talent every other level. This reduces the total number of talents by half, meaning the talents you choose to keep are much more important to your build and your identity. It also makes rolling new builds much quicker. To support this change, many talents from Shattered Enchantments are consolidated or streamlined. Enchantments that were originally split into 2 to 3 different talents often only require 1 now, making sure that you can still mix and match to play powerful archetypes. Steer your hero by keeping what you want and using Scrolls of Fortune, powerful items gained through quests, dungeons, raids, battlegrounds, and more, to re-roll spells and talents that don't suit your build. Sometimes, this will be an upgrade to one of your talents, which increases that talent's power and allows you to roll again for free. This happens at an increased rate on Season 10. Other times, the Magic God dice will bless you with a particularly synergistic roll, which chooses a spell or talent you currently have and rolls something that works well with it. In this way, your build moves in the direction of the spells and talents you decide to keep. Even at level cap, you'll continue to improve, using scrolls you find to refine your build and become as strong and as unique as you want. When you're ready for something new, prestige to reset your build and return to level 1, giving you the chance to roll a completely different build. When you prestige, you can use any skill cards that you've acquired on your adventure to guarantee specific spells. This gives you a foundation for steering your build in the direction that you choose.
Wow.
Every time you complete a prestige, you'll gain an increasing number of Scrolls of Fortune. The more you play, the more scrolls you'll accumulate, meaning every run is a chance to get even stronger. Additionally, when you prestige for the first time, you'll unlock a new starter skill card tab, which includes skill cards for all spells available at level 1, including the new multi-school abilities. This lets you steer your wildcard build from the very beginning.
Man,
Finally,
okay.
Season 10 helps you grow in strength faster by featuring only max rank talent skill cards. When you find a skill card for a powerful talent like Ignite or Spell Power from a sealed pack, it will always be the max rank version of that talent. Whether you're choosing spells and talents in free pick or keeping the spells you want in wildcard, every choice you make on Season 10 will be meaningful because the Azeroth you challenge has been massively expanded, hand-tailored to react to your choices. Azeroth is a vast, expansive world filled with places to discover. As you theorycraft, build, and improve your classless hero, you'll embark into a world that continues to grow beyond anything you've seen before. Start your adventure exploring expanded starting zones, using the build you create to overcome new threats. Burn away the diseased zealots of Radiant Town on your flaming hunter, or wield holy blades to purge the Kane family estate as a light-infused rogue.
Dude, I can't even, I have to take a break. I feel like I'm chugging like a Mountain Dew right now, like a 2-liter. I'm on my second 2-liter. I just like, just so much flavor that I just like, it still tastes good, but it's just it's so much goodness. I feel like I'm used to the Blizzard releases when they're like, okay, and we've increased the damage of, Ice Mage, Frost Mage by 5%, and everyone's like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, this is just like, this is crazy. This is incredible.
And together with other low-level heroes to challenge 2 new level 10 dungeons, the Vault of the Inquisition and the Road to the Other Side. As you outgrow the starting zones and set out into the world, you'll step into expanded towns and cities, enriched with dozens of new quests that take you
to be fair, that I have not actually played any of the classless modes in Ascension. I've only played Conquest of Azeroth, so I'm not being completely fair coming in as a total newbie to like private servers in general. So this is incredibly well put together from my eyes. You guys, more veteran private server dudes and dudettes, let me know what y'all think about this entirely.
New locations in every zone. But be wary as you set off into the world. Azeroth and its creatures are more dynamic than ever with the RPG creature overhaul, a sweeping change that completely redesigns all of Azeroth's creatures from the ground up with unique, fitting stats based on what they look like. Each and every creature in Azeroth has its own strengths and weaknesses for you to discover and exploit. You might play around a bandit's fast attacks by snaring it with Frost Nova or Entangling Roots, or engage it with more armor and a shield to shrug off its fast but weaker strikes. In Season 10, the RPG
that's like Conquest of
overhaul
Azeroth.
gets
I saw
better
that in the
than
other trailer.
ever with the Class Fusion update. Multi-school spells unlock more viable archetypes than ever before,
Dude, the frosted
meaning there's more
shield.
variety between players than ever before. Maybe you go all in on a fire rogue with Cinder Strike, slicing through frost foes for extra damage, proccing Hot Streak to send out massive pyroblasts, unleashing the combo points you build with Blazing Finisher, and even slinking back into the shadows to step back and destroy multiple foes at once with Rain of Fire. Then, maybe a Frost Knight build absolutely dominates in Blackrock Depths, carving through frost-vulnerable foes with Freezing Whirlwind, Howling Blast, and Cone of Cold, proccing Fingers of Frost, and shattering targets into oblivion. With every creature in Azeroth having unique strengths and weaknesses. What you choose to play and how you choose to play it will mean something. From the archetype you embody to the spells and talents you keep, your choices shape how well you perform against Azeroth's RPG creatures. No one build dominates all the time. Every pack you pull, somebody in your group has the edge. And across the open world, dungeons, and raids, every single build has a place where it excels. The meta isn't just one spec. It's an ever-shifting sea of who is best suited for the current situation.
Yes.
As you pit your choices against Azeroth's expanded RPG creatures, you'll find that enemies drop the actual items they're wearing when slain. Immersive gear drops allow you to hunt creatures wearing the gear you want. slay wizards wielding swords or daggers to get those items with spell power.
Okay, that's
on
the same
them,
from
or
Conquest
take
of
out
Azeroth
Scarlet
too. I'm
Knights
starting to
to
draw
get
the
strength
parallels.
and plate gear. On Season 10, you'll use immersive item drops to find the gear that's perfect for the hero you're trying to build.
Yes.
While you're climbing mountain peaks and descending into catacombs,
So
battling RPG
I just want to
creatures,
be clear about that though. So does that mean if I like specifically camp bandits for hours or whatever, then ultimately I'm gonna get like a full set of bandit gear that will drop all of their gear that they're wearing. So then I could just put it on, whether it's best for me or not. I could just like have the transmog or whatever for it. That is so cool, honestly. That is so cool. So if it's like, oh, I want to get like, I want to be dressed like X, then I could just go into that camp and just find people dressed like that, and then I'll just kill that guy until I get his entire outfit. I love that. I love that.
And searching for the immersive
I'm not a huge fan of transmog, since I really do like the ability of like showing off like the armor that you're currently wearing in its form, but then also from like the fashionscape side of me is like, okay, like that's badass, because you've never been able to actually do that in any other game that I've played before. So that's pretty badass.
So your hero needs. You'll stumble on treasure you never expected thanks to world forged items. Loot scattered across Azeroth that
So cool.
Everyone can walk up and loot. World forged items make sure that wherever you choose to explore is a chance to find something amazing. Imagine finding a blazing ring on your flame knight that bathes you in even more fire, igniting enemies who dare to get too close. You might discover a freezing necklace that gives all magic damage you deal a chance to slow your target, giving a chill effect to your frost archers, frost shot, and crystal arrow.
Now,
World-forged items add a completely new dimension to how you customize your character. Explore the world, find unique effects, and further enhance the
But that's well, let her finish.
theme and immersion of your class and spec.
Okay, but that's just random, right? That's not like your particular spells that you pick or talents that you pick, or ultimately the unique class that you become. Are you finding items that are world forged for you, or is it kind of like, I think it's random. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know, guys. But I think the world forged items are more or less like random, always seemingly pretty damn good, but random abilities. Probably scaled to your level or zone that you're in. Yeah, let me know. I'm a noob, remember.
All the while, you'll uncover incredible new content to interact with and explore. Discover hundreds of new rare creatures lurking throughout Azeroth. Explore a crafting overhaul that expands professions with new things to create. Upgrade kits that let you improve the items you make, experience gained
Cool.
from crafting and gathering items, and affixes attached to every item you forge to give it additional relevant stats. Dive into new professions, woodcutting and woodworking,
Yeah, baby.
so you can harden up your wood, polish it to perfection, and absolutely crank out bows, shields, axes, throwing spears, and other firm, hard wooden gear. Challenge new dungeons and face the dangers within, confronting
That's
new
too
enemies,
funny, dude.
facing down new bosses, and taking them down to claim new rewards. Face down new world bosses that will challenge you all throughout the endgame. Atazul,
Nice.
Sogoth,
Wow.
Snowgrave, and Kaldros Depthbreaker each have their own dramatic encounter in both the open world and in their deadlier, instanced version.
Yeah, dude.
Explore improved dungeons and raids with expansive new places to explore and new bosses and mechanics to overcome.
Wow.
Finally, toggle between PvE, PvP, and optional high-risk PvP all
let's
in one
go.
realm with the hybrid risk system, so that you can swap styles at any time and play the way you want. Everything comes together in the most complete version of Azeroth yet. Whether you aim to ascend to the highest tiers of rating, dominate world PvP, test your might against other heroes in battlegrounds and arenas, or even just experiment and explore with thousands of new archetypes, you'll prepare yourself for everything on the horizon.
Oh,
Leap into the culmination of everything Ascension has ever built. A realm of endless creativity, where you'll forge your ultimate classless hero. Play in free pick or wildcard, each on their own dedicated realm, set off to Dawnrise Isle to explore the fantastical Azar Fair,
so in.
and climb through the peaks and valleys of the Pale Reach, all while shaping and improving your individual classless hero. Harness the power of new multi-school spells, unlocked talents and proc effects, and use the new duality primary stat to build unstoppable new archetypes. Outfit them with Death Knight spells and talents, unleash powerful COA spells, and wield classic spells and talents restored to their full power. Take them into a further expanded Azeroth, band together with allies to find the places you thrive, and set off into adventure. Explore new dangers, discover new locations, challenge new bosses, and explore a world where every choice you make matters more than ever before. This is Season 10, the final chapter of this amazing adventure.
Wow.
Before the start of something new.
Let's go! Dude, that is incredible. Oh my gosh. Okay, like, full disclosure, like, what do you guys think about that? I'm a bit of a Project Ascension fanboy right now, but also I cannot deny how amazing that looks and how thorough and full that game experience. There's literal Rainbow Road. Do you need anything else? There's literal Rainbow Road. Come on, we can play Mario Kart, and wow, dude, what is happening?